Hello, one and all. Wreck-A-Reef here. With Destiny as a franchise coming to a close, I wanted to share my experience with the game over the past basically 12 years. Now, that's a long time, so let's start at the beginning. I first caught interest in this game because me and my then brother-in-law just saw this at an E3 and decided to give it a shot. We played the beta. We fell in love with the beta. I, in particular, grinded continuously, even though there was really no need to keep continuing. I was already hooked, and I bought the game. I really didn't play all that much in Endgame except for your usual Nightfall here and there. The main thing most people will say that they hated about Destiny, the Destiny 1, was that their release times was always delayed. Well, not their release times. When the servers would be cooked because everyone wanted to get back into the game to see what the new expansion would look like. So people would spend hours upon hours just sitting on the title screen waiting to get in. Frankly, those were probably some of the best times for me because I would be up on what is then known as Twitter, talking to other Destiny players who were, doing the usual BS and complaining about the servers being down. I was normally a solo player, except for my then brother-in-law. We played basically the entire game together. We met some amazing people. We did Nightfalls, but we really didn't raid all that much. Then something happened. I met two people. One's name was Tofi7, and I forget what his brother's name was at the time. We hit it off really well. I was just farming strikes continuously, trying to get those good god rolls for weapons coming out of strikes. We really hit it off. We synergized really well with each other's supers, making obscene number of orbs. I believe all of us were making like 300 orbs altogether per run, and we were clearing each strike really fast and efficient. So we finally hit it up on comms after that. Then, after some time, they asked me something. They asked me if I've ever raided, and I said no. Now, keep in mind, this was probably a little bit after the Dark Below DLC came out. So they were shocked that I've never raided at all. Keep in mind, I'm a solo player, and I'm generally a not outgoing person, even in video games. I have met some amazing people through this game. Tofi7, his brother, Hunt the King, Vice, someone whose name has changed so much that I don't even remember, but right now he's known as 5 Hours Monster Hunter. I believe he used to play Destiny 2. And then Hunt himself, along with many others from what was then known as the Lootless Raiders. They took me through my first Vault of Glass run, and through sheer annoyance, they were annoyed that on my first run, I got the exotic on my first try. We hung out, we played through countless DLCs and other raids, and really just had a really good time hanging out and enjoying each other's company and trying to just figure out the best ways to play the game. Then something happened. They announced Destiny 2 and how it was going to be on PC. Most of the Lootless Raiders, in fact, I think all of them, moved to PC for, that better performance and better frame rate and better graphics and all that, while I was still on Xbox. To this day, I still play on Xbox. My PC that I'm using right now, I mainly use it for just video recording and streaming and video editing. That's all I use it for. That way my Xbox is not straining with streaming the game while playing the game at the same time. Now, being a solo player in Destiny 2 was, well, lonely, but I did still meet a couple of good people. I've met Zill, who was a Sharpa, I believe that's the name for it, where he just guided people who didn't have friends or didn't have people to rely on at a convenient time to go get exotics or to do difficult missions. I played this game basically almost every single day, except for maybe a few weeks here and there, until one season, because I was suffering from burnout from basically 7 to 9 years of gaming, I believe, at this point. And it was Season of the Worthy. I really regret not playing that one more, because that one actually had my most favorite armor set of all time, where you made Warmind cells that really upped your build game in the game, which there was builds, but they were very simple. And so it was a nice little bit of variety that they put into the game at that point. And I missed most of it. And the event where, the community came together to stop the Almighty from crashing into the earth was really something to witness. Like, even though I wasn't playing, I was still following the game and watching other people play. And then something happened, which really made me very happy. When they were announcing the next expansion and DLC or whatever, the next season, they dropped a bomb. I don't know if they, hinted at it beforehand or anything like that. But at one point, they said, with this next season that will be live in less than a few minutes, cross-play will be enabled. Within minutes, I got a message from Hunt and a few others that I haven't talked to in years at this point, contacted me within minutes of that announcement. Some even going on to their Xbox account just to message me, just so that, we could trade Discord information. Now, the group, the Lootless Raiders, has kind of split up and are doing their own video games at this point, but they're still a close-knit group of people that love to play games. I am really happy to have met them. Me and Zill have a different relationship, where I was usually his bait, but at the same time, he did sharp me through a lot of raids and exotic missions and a whole bunch of other stuff that I couldn't do on my own. I met some people at work that also play this game as well. And then the final shape came out, the end of the Light and Dark saga. I really enjoyed it. I really had some fun. And I even made a music video that I thought really fit the tone of that expansion of the end of the Light and Dark saga. And then after that, I kind of just turned off for a bit. I was really burnt out on Destiny 2 at one, for many reasons. One, the company, the mismanagement of the company in general, how the higher ups were just not taking in and just taking care of the game, and how one person even spent company money on cars. It was a complete fiasco, and I just couldn't support a game that had that sort of management. But then, after over a year of not playing this game, there was an announcement that kind of threw me. Bungie said that they are pulling their teams off of Destiny 2. They're pulling the plug on Destiny as a franchise, one of their most popular games. These are the people who made Halo. These guys went from being owned from Xbox to Activision to earning their independence to being bought by Sony for $3.6 billion. And now, as of right now, there's barely anyone at Destiny. Or not Destiny, at Bungie. This company used to have 1,600 employees. Then, during the first wave of layoffs in the gaming industry, Bungie had their own little debacle of cutting a bunch of people, so that they were now at 800 people. And now there's less than 400 people left at Bungie to maintain Marathon. They're not going to be a studio for much longer, I don't think. Marathon's not going to hold them over. Not with that many developers to sustain. Not for Marathon to sustain that many developers still there. I think Bungie is about to not be a thing anymore. So here are my final thoughts. Well, not final thoughts. A couple of thank yous. To the Lootless Raiders, my first group of friends that I met, thank you for all your experiences. I'll sure to hit you up on Discord. We do still hang out from time to time. Very rarely, but we do. To Zill, thank you for all the Sharpas and to help me get exotics that I wouldn't get. To Gory, thank you for doing raids on my characters before they implemented the ban to prevent people from letting other people get on to their accounts to also get me raid exotics that I wouldn't get. To almost everyone at Bungie, thank you for telling this story. Like, even at your lowest points, people were very interested in your story. Like, there's so much that I enjoyed story-wise that I just want to thank you all. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This is Rekareve, telling you to have a good day and a good night. I'll see you Starside Guardians. To complete an activity.
Shut them down.
Excuse me, I have to go take care of something here.